What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Leo Rydell here from Geekly Goods to review the God of High School episode 6 today, everybody. But before we dive in, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ding that bell if you like content on the latest in movies, anime, TV shows, a sprinkle of gaming, food, reviews, reactions, whatever, guys. We do it all here, everybody. So be sure to come back and let's talk about God of High School episode 6. Oh my goodness, I have been trying to record this all day long. I actually did a full 20-minute reaction video for you all, but unfortunately, I could not put it up because YouTube blocked me. Oh my god, copywritten material. Should have known that one. Unfortunately, YouTube did block my full reaction of the episode twice, so I gotta bring it to you in a more review-based format. So let's talk about this, guys. God of High School episode 6. Oh man, episode 5 left us on such a high with Jin versus Han. I mean, it was such a great matchup to see that main protagonist versus the deuteragonist duke it out. I mean, it was awesome. I love the fighting choreography in this series, and they did a great, and they did something so unique last episode, where they took this painting style of martial arts that they do, and they took their general animation style, and they blended it together to make this cool anime watercolor look. I loved how that looked. And now here we are at episode 6, where we get some more information on the lore of God of High School. We get to learn about the 6, who seem to be 6 different people who won the God of High School contest, I'm assuming. Admittedly, I'm blanking on that one. I usually have my handy dandy notebook here, but I tried it in a reaction format, so I didn't get to take notes. But the 6 seem to be 6 champions of the God of High School tournament that all know each other, or 6 legendary fighters. Either way, they are very well-known fighters, and Jin is going to get matched up with one of them, an older guy. Kind of reminds me of Master Roshi a little bit. I'm like, alright, this is totally Goku Master Roshi energy. And then you also have Han, who is being looked after by Park Mujin, who, as we know, seems to kind of run the God of High School tournament, and is referred to as the Tiger Cub of the 6. So we get a little bit of context as to why he's calling Jin and Han Tiger Cubs. It sounds to me like he's looking for his next protege, somebody to take the mantle of the Tiger Cub in the 6 from him, which I'm curious about, and I guess we'll get a little bit more context in the next episodes. We also get to see the dark organization in this series. We get to see this series' Akatsuki, their Espada. We get to see what they are a little bit. We still don't really know what they want and why they're here, but it sounds to me like they're infiltrating the God of High School competition. And speaking of the competition, our 3 main characters made it into the next round. So the top 3 fighters from their school all duke it out against the top 3 fighters of other schools in Japan. And man, let me tell you guys, Jin, Han, and Yu are Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. So I do like the unique elements that this anime brings into it, like the fight choreography and the painting anime crossover, because those are some refreshing things that really juice this shonen up. Like, this shonen very much reminds me of the beginning of either Naruto or Dragon Ball Z. To be honest, I went into this anime expecting Dragon Ball Z, but more of a fighting tournament style. So maybe more like Dragon Ball. I was definitely expecting DBZ without the extraterrestrial, but we're getting that now in the form of this organization, which we don't really know about. We also get to know a little bit about the powers and abilities in this anime, and we learn that these people are borrowing their powers from the gods, or so it seems, and that is why it's called the God of High School. So I'm very excited to get some more context on that lore. We also get a sneak peek at some of the fighters coming into the fray who we're going to be looking at in the next round. And there's this one dude who has the most innocent look, but he knows how to take a punch like a champ. I mean, he took a knock to the chest like it was nothing, and he summoned this like portal to the underworld that like burned away instantly. It was pretty bizarre. I'm really looking forward to what's coming next, because the biggest mistake in this anime to me is the flow. Like, there's not a very consistent flow in this anime. You know, we get a lot of fighting and we get this tournament, and then there's this extraterrestrial stuff going on behind the scenes, so the pacing's just a little bit off. I want some more of that behind the scenes extraterrestrial stuff. I want to know what's going on with the organization, why they're here, and why they're after, of all people, Jin's grandfather. And in this episode, we get to see them summon this gigantic sword that comes from the heavens and pretty much pierces down onto Jin's grandfather. So I am extremely confused with what's going on with all of that. And I know that they're kind of breadcrumbing us a little bit and leading us up to probably the finale of season 1. And 9 times out of 10 is going to be this huge thing that's greater than what's going on with the God of High School. But again, I'm not sure. I haven't read the manhwa, so I don't really know exactly what's going on. I just wish for a little more context, but I'm loving the fight choreography. The characters are pretty solid. I wanted them to be a little more unique, and I did want the Jin and Han battle to take place a little bit later in the series. However, no complaints so far. I'm looking forward to more development of these characters and a lot more fleshing out of this lore and of the story, everybody. So definitely a little more breezy this episode, a little bit more fillery, but we do get a lot of context into what's going on behind the scenes here, because I really want to know what this organization is, everybody. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What are your predictions for the next few episodes? What do you think is happening? Is Jin the next Tiger Cub, or is it Han? Because it seems to me like Park Mujin might be bouncing back and forth in his head who he wants to be the next Tiger Cub. And what exactly does a Tiger Cub mean? So I'm looking forward to getting some answers to these questions in future episodes, and I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments, everybody. And again, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like the video, ding that bell for the notifications, guys, and we will see you next time. So generally, right after see you next time, that's it. Well, my friend over from Minute Movie Pop, Steph, her dog is unfortunately having an operation next week, and they do need some help, guys. I'm leaving her PayPal down in the comments. If you can, please contribute. If not, hey, please share the video, share the link, share it around, because spreading the word is better than nothing, guys. Thank you so much for your help and your continued support, and we will for sure see you next time this time.